Bigger weapons make better friends in Titanfall 2, the epic follow up to this genre redefining Titanfall. Respawn Entertainment pushes the genre forward once again with a new, innovative single player campaign and multiplayer experience that reaffirms Titanfall 2 as the fastest, most visceral shooter yet. Combine and conquer with new titans and pilots, deadlier weapons, and feature-rich customization and progression system that helps you and your titan flow as one unstoppable killing force. Unite and destroy. Become one. That is the excerpt on the Titanfall 2 PSN page. The game right now on there is sitting at $19.99. I got mine for $9.99 from my local Game Point here. And I will tell you, I had never played this before. I really had a treat here because, like I said, yeah, I found it for for $9. And this game usually goes on sale on the PSN. But with that, let's get into it. Hey, everybody, it's Thrifty with Thrifty PS Gamer Reviews, bringing you reviews on games I find on sale so you don't have to spend your money. Let's dive in. I like to start out with graphics or art direction, but this game, it's definitely graphics. All right, so this game came out from Respawn in 2016. It plays at 1440p at 60 FPS locked on the PS5. On the PS4 Pro, 1440p at target 60 hits it most of the time. On the regular PlayStation, we don't talk about that. Let's continue. Um, some of the textures are very, very bland. Like if you get up to them, they're just nah. But for the most part, the lighting is good, the colors are good, the shading is good. Um, the burst of the like muzzle flashes look really cool. The lasers, rockets, all the animations look really good. I think they did a great job with this game graphically speaking. It is nice that a first-person shooter from 2016 still came out at 60 frames per second. I think that's a hard and fast rule for every first-person shooter. So, you know, I really enjoy that. I like that I like the way everything kind of blends together and they have this overarching theme in every section. Favorite, most kind of graphically just impressive awe moment was when you're going through this factory and you notice that like these housing platforms are being built, like with grass, lawns, chairs, grills, everything. Like the whole thing was being built. And when you're in there, they finally at the very like when you're about to exit, you see one of them like done, and it's just like has the greens, the oranges, the yellows, like everything just looks really cool because it's against the backdrop of like the open cavern, which is black, and then you have light coming down on top from above. So I mean, it looks really really good. Um, the graphic quality is obviously from 6 years ago. So, no, sorry, from 2016. So that's, oh Lord, that's 7 years ago. So just understand that going in, you're not going to be getting some graphic juggernaut that uses tons of ray tracing features or anything like that. So very plain on like the extra stuff, but the stuff they had to work with back then, they did a great job with it. Let's get into gameplay because I kind of touched on that one level um, where you go through that factory, and that brings me to a topic of gameplay. The gameplay is solid as all get out. The movement is clear and quick and like correct and responsive. You know, that's a big deal when you're doing this. Also, with the traversal mechanics that it has and kind of the environmental puzzle solving that it has, you really need to have good controls and good timing with your controls. I was in a certain spot in the game where, you know, you can wall run, right? And so as you wall run, the platforms appear as you're mid-air and mid-jump. So you just kind of got to know where you're at. Thought that was a really awesome mechanic, and the fact that the controls were really tight and really, really well done and responsive, you know, it lends itself to that precision timing that you need in some of those spots. Um, there are collectibles to grab. I didn't grab them. This game didn't really strike me as one that I wanted to just completely 100% demolish. The gameplay aspects that I like are the gunplay is really good and solid. The Titans feel super powerful. And so if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see the post that I did where I basically rocket launched uh, or sent a rocket at an enemy that was on a balcony. He was the only guy left, and I finally found him. And I was in my Titan, and I fired this big rocket out at the world, and it just smacked him in the face. It was hilarious. The guy blew up. It was funny, but really enjoy the different armor sets that they have for the Titans because you can kind of customize and build. Also, the guns. You can play as everything from a sniper to a pistol uh, to an assault rifle. Like you can play with all of those shotguns, plasma guns. Like they have it all. They have a good variety. There's also secondary weapons like grenades, but they have grenades. They have sticky grenades. I think I remember sticky grenades. I might be misremembering that. Huh. Anyways, they have grenades, they have electrical grenades, they have smoke grenades that have electricity in them. They have these firecracker ones that I absolutely loved. It like shot burst of flames, or not burst of flames, but like sparks everywhere. So like really good different options that they give you. So gameplay wise, there's always something fun to do, whether it's traversal, whether it's gunplay, whether it's getting your right loadout. Like there's always something to do. And I really, really like that. The story is really short, so I'm not going to give you a ton, but I will give you like the intro. You start out as Rifleman Jack Cooper, and your kind of mentor is what's known as a pilot. The pilots, get to control Titans, right? And so, as a rifleman, you're kind of infantry. You're entry level. You like your ground units, right? And so you have to work your way up to being a pilot. Well, as you're still in some training with him, you're still a rifleman. He's still a pilot. There's not like a time jump or anything. uh, the base, I believe, gets attacked, and then he dies. Now, this is all within the first hour, so I'm not really giving you any like game breaking spoilers here, right? So he dies. He transfers command over to you for BT, and BT is the Titan that he has. And then you're off. Your Titan's trying to complete the mission. You're trying to complete the mission. You're trying to meet back up with your unit, and so that's kind of what leads you on, and that's why you're traversing all these different areas because you're trying to get out of enemy territory back to the friendlies. And there's a lot of ups and downs in the story. There's a lot of moments that kind of make you think, "Oh crap, this is bad," and then like you figure out a way out of it. Um, Nothing. There's some stuff that goes on towards the end that I'm not going to get into, but this game will absolutely wreck you in terms of the way you think it's going to end. So it's very good in that regard. Um, I messaged a buddy of mine and told him, I was like, dude, I can't believe they did this. Then they did that. Then they did this other thing. Like it was like, and that was all within just like an hour play session that I had. And so there's so many moments like that. There's so many moments where you keep trying to make the jump, keep trying to make the jump, keep trying to make the jump, and then you fall. But there's so many moments where the tension of the environmental mechanics with the storytelling, there's times where you're separated from your Titan, and the Titan goes off one way and does things, and then you have to find a way in and around to open up a door or to get to him. And all of that, there's story elements being filtered in through all of the gameplay, and there's this relationship building between Cooper and BT, and so you kind of get to watch this unfold, and you get to watch it unfold while you're dying for the 37th time, trying to clear a chasm or make a jump. So really, really well done. in terms of story. Very well done in terms of story. Uh, so let's get into voice work. So the voice work for Jack Cooper is absolute trash. His timing is off the entire time. BT, on the other hand, the voice work for BT was near perfection. BT sounds like Optimus Prime to me, which is awesome because Optimus Prime has that like wise, sage, older, like grandfather wisdom type sound to his voice. And so when he walks in a room, he kind of commands the room. Well, anytime BT was talking, it was locked into whatever he was saying. Uh, all of the side characters are really good. I don't know what happened with the Jack Cooper voice. I don't know what happened in that scenario. But that's really all I have to say about voice. Let's get into sound. Sound quality is great in this game. Uh, the sound quality of the mechs, the sound quality of the gunplay, running, boots on the ground, things happening around you, like caverns, the way everything sounds, it sounds exactly like it's supposed to, right? Like every gun sounds different. And no, I've never fired a plasma gun, but if I did fire a plasma gun, the gun they have in this game is what I expect that to sound like, right? Like that's what I expect. And so they did a great job. The sound work is solid. So those are my categories. You know what? I don't know if I want to put a number on this or not. Let me see. Let's just do this. Is it worth the $10 I paid for it? Is it worth the $20 that the PlayStation Network is charging for it? And here's what I'll say. If you like first person shooters, it's absolutely a win. If you like story driven games, it's absolutely a win. If you just want a game that you can hop in and do multiplayer on, they've shut down the servers. So this game is not for you. But if you're a person like me who hates first person shooters but loves good story in a game, you will be totally happy with this game. You will be completely assured right now that when you spend your $5 or your $10, or even if you spend 20 and get it digitally when it's not on sale, like you will be happy with it. Anyways, guys, you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification. I do reviews of games that you can find on Deep Sale. I also have a podcast every Wednesday at 8:45, and then I do Thoughts with Thrifty every Sunday night. Guys, y'all have a great day. Stay thrifty.